I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
On August 28, 1963, the largest demonstration in the history of our nation's capital took place. Activists for civil rights marched on down to Washington, D.C.
One of the more noteworthy participants of the March on Washington was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It was at this very event where King delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech.
Martin Luther King's words boomed through the microphones into the people's hearts and still continue to echo in society today.
We continue to pay tribute to his legacy for many reasons. We'll get more in-depth on the subject in a little bit, but for now, here's the news for today.
One last reminder to students, after WTV you'll head to your second block class. At 1:12, the winter pep assembly will commence. If you have any concerns with today's schedule, just talk to your teacher.
Like with most pep assemblies, there are a few alternate options that you can participate in. You must sign in with your first and last name to the alternate activity. Failure to do so and follow the guidelines will result in discipline. If you don't want to be stuck in night school, then just follow the rules.
Before you rush home today, be sure to check the lost and found. Any items left unclaimed after today will be donated to charity. If you forgot to bring money to pre-order your yearbook today, you can still go to the SKHS web store between now and midnight to purchase your yearbook. If you don't pre-order your yearbook, there may not be a chance to buy one in the spring. See Mrs. Lockhart with any questions. Yesterday, ladies bowling lost to Timberline 2-5. At the men's swim and dive senior night, SK defeated North Kitsap 127-56. Great job, guys. In schedule of events, tonight at 7 in the main theater is the talent show. See some of SK's most talented people perform for only $4 with ASB and $5 without. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., cheer will be in competition at Union High. At 10 a.m., our varsity wrestlers will travel to Central Kitsap for the CK Matmen tournament. And at noon, men's swim will be in the South Sound Relays at Evergreen State College. Lastly, for sports news, next week will be the start of open gym for fast pitch players. See the athletics office for more information. And baseball is still having their hat fundraiser, $30 per hat, and all proceeds benefit the baseball program.
If you go to the talent show tonight, there will be an opportunity for seniors to register for grad night. If you don't manage to do so tonight, just visit the SKHS Class of 2015 Grad Night Facebook page. In club news, Builders of Unity and Chaos will be meeting after school today. On Tuesday, Anime Club will meet, and National Honor Society has a very important meeting in room 103 on Tuesday. In news from the Career Center, there are 4 new scholarships that have been posted. Up to $10,000 are available to be applied for, so see which one fits you and apply for it. Speaking of financial aid for college, now is the time for you seniors to be applying for your FAFSA. If you need help, come to the Career Center with questions. They'll even guide you through it if you come in at 6 p.m. next Thursday. See the Career Center for information on Central Washington University's upcoming visit and Seattle Aquarium's Ocean Career Day. In other news, I'm sure some of you may have heard the tragedy that involved Olympic high school students. Recently, 3 students were killed in a deadly car crash. If you'd like to send Olympic students your support, there will be a poster in the Commons during lunch that you can sign. Now that we have finished the school news, let's shift gears.
We want to take a moment to shine some light on the story of Martin Luther King Jr.
On April 4th, 1968, one of America's greatest activists was assassinated.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a civil rights activist, had one of the strongest and most influential voices of all time.
Some may not continue to pay their respects to him, but in reality, he's still alive in our society today.
MLK had the courage to stand up for what he believed in, the simple fact that we are all people. Despite our skin color, we are all the same on the inside.
And MLK proved that an individual doesn't need ammunition to fight for a cause. All they need is conviction and a strong heart.
The drive and determination of the civil rights movement has inspired all of America and even the world to challenge the system. And even though there is still discrimination today, the world has become unafraid to use the power of their voices to fight for causes.
Peaceful protesting, while it may be a slow process, promotes humane compromise. After centuries of being beaten down, Dr. King decided, rather than promote retaliation, that they should simply tell their oppressors that they will not stay down anymore.
And they didn't. They stood up and continued to stand for their beliefs against all odds. We don't just pay tribute to MLK's death, we pay tribute to the love he projected during his life.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
So I'm sure we all have plans for this weekend. Hanging out with friends, football, church, work, whatever a normal weekend consists of. Except we have Monday off in honor of MLK.
If you feel like doing something positive in honor of MLK, there are some options. There's a new movie out in the theaters called Selma.
And also, NJROTC is hosting a community service event from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday. Anyone is welcome to join the work. They'll be conducting projects in Givens Field, the downtown marina, and Retzel Retirement Home. There will also be appearances from the superintendent and mayor.
No matter what you do this weekend, we hope that you'll take time to honor Martin Luther King Jr. and all that he's done for our country and the world.
Our show for today has reached its end. I'm Curtis Keat.
And I'm Paige Branham. Have a good day, SK.